Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Doctor Who. Last time around we had The Church on Ruby Road, where basically the Doctor met his new companion, Ruby Sunday. Is that right? That sounds stupid, so I think that's right. Anyway, I think that was it was Ruby. I remember. Okay, well, let's just say Ruby. I think it was Ruby Sunday. I can't remember anymore. Does it say? It says there. It's Ruby Sunday. Okay, thank God. We figured it out. Anywho, met his new companion. It was Christmas. There were goblins. Goblins tried to eat babies. And yeah, that was pretty much that. And then at the end, Ruby went off with the Doctor. And then there was this lady, Mrs. Flood. And she was all like mysterious and stuff. So yeah, who is Mrs. Flood? I know that's like a big question going into this season, is who is Mrs. Flood? I hope the answer is just no one. That'd just be so funny if they set up this whole mystery around her and it's just, who is she? It's no one. That'd be funny, but I don't know. I don't know if they'll go that route, but yeah, so that's pretty much that. They dropped 2 episodes. And it drives me up a wall because I have a lot of work that I need to do. Namely because the week that I'm recording this, the same day I'm recording this actually, I'm also recording the Jujutsu Kaisen movie. So I have a lot of work. And they just decided, yeah, we're just going to drop a 4th of the season at once. So yeah, we have 2 episodes of Doctor Who that we're going to get to today in Season 14 or Season 1 or Season 40, whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm probably just going to end up putting 14 in the title because I don't care. So, yeah. But anyway, we've got 2 episodes. We're going to do them both here today. We're just going to blast right through. Essentially what we're doing is I'm stitching 2 videos together into one video because I can't be bothered. So, we're going to do the first one, space something. I can't read it. The text is too small. It's too far away and it's too small. I can't read it. So yeah, we're going to do the first one. Then we'll do a discussion like always. And then we're going to do the second one in the same video. And we're just going to do the discussion after that. So you get 2 for the price of 1. Speaking of things at a discount, things at a great deal, full length. We've done this 13 other times now in this show. Well, no. More like 10 other times now in this show, but because we didn't do it for the first 3 seasons. But if you want to watch my full unedited reaction to these 2 episodes of Doctor Who, you're getting a deal out of this. You can head down in the description or into the pinned comment. There'll be a link. It'll take you over to my Patreon page. Again, it's a free post. All you have to do is sync up your copy of these episodes of Doctor Who to my footage. So basically, you click play on my video. There'll be a count in, a 3, 2, 1. And then, basically when the 1 finishes and the timer starts, that's when you hit play on your copy of Doctor Who, basically. I'm watching this on Disney Plus. I don't know if that's going to affect people watching this on like the BBC iPlayer or anything else, but I'm watching it on Disney Plus because I'm American and we have been so privileged as to get it on Disney Plus, which I'm actually okay with because I hated the BBC iPlayer. If only just for the fact that it forced me to use a VPN. I am much happier with it on Disney Plus, but I know that's not the case for everyone, so. Anywho, but you can do that. I'm not going to put the discussion for episode 1 in the full length, so that's going to be, if you want to watch my discussions after you watch the full length, then pop back over here to the YouTube video for those. But yeah, that's pretty much that. Why don't we just jump right into Season 14, or 1, or 40, Episode 1. Here we go. Space Babies. Okay. It sounds like a title I would come up with.
But hold on, I can't call you Doctor. Look, I want to know your name.
Yeah, that's tricky. Because I was adopted, and the planet that took me in, they were kind of posh. They used titles like the Doctor or the Bishop or the Rani, or Conquistador.
The Rani.
Say Doctor for 1,000 years and it becomes my name.
Okay.
True.
Okay, so back to the planet.
My world is called Gallifrey.
Gallifrey? And where's that?
Gone! Ruby, it's gone. It's gone.
Again.
It was a genocide and they died.
Yeah, that's true. The Master did that.
So the one that was adopted was the only one left?
Irony.
I am the last of the Time Lords. And
Again.
I'm so glad to be alive.
Well, that's
This
good.
thing flies. Do you want to see?
Interesting how he just sidestepped that. He sidestepped the whole, Last of the Time Lords.
What if I change history by stepping on a butterfly or something?
Well, that's not gonna happen, is it? Who steps on butterflies? You literally have to be like...
Ow.
Oh!
What's wrong? Did I do something wrong? Because I'm Rubythorn Blue, the 57th Hemisphere hatchlings, and I do not do wrong things, Doctor. If you had made an
Did he just hear that?
Am I missing something?
Nothing.
Okay, let's never do that again. That was weird. That was weird on multiple accounts.
Okay.
Right, we're never going back in time again.
Controls are new. Completely forgot. The butterfly compensation switch. Good. Right. Yes. Let's go forward. Give me a number. Give me a year.
Oh.
2,
2,
1,
1,
5.
5.
The TARDIS has a way of, like, fixing butterfly problems. Oh. Boy, it can't just apparate anymore. It's gotta spin somewhere.
We got through walls. Aha! Is that like a mat transporter like in Star Trek?
We gotta visit them one day.
Are the comics canon? Eh.
No, don't be silly.
It's just an alien.
Such thing as monsters. It's just creatures you haven't met yet. Hi there.
Maybe it's friendly. The first day is always the hardest.
The question is, why did I run?
Yeah, you were more scared than...
It was...
What the hell? What the... I don't... Oh, I don't like it.
How do you keep going?
For days like this, Ruby Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't have a people, I don't have a home. But I don't have a job either.
Meh.
I don't have a boss or taxes or rent or bills to pay. I don't have a purpose or a cause or a mission, but I have freedom.
Yeah.
My mum, she's long gone now.
Can I see your phone?
Yes.
Oh my god, this is just repeating rows.
So, it's got to be a crew or a captain.
This is our reporting from 13.6. I keep getting these temperature fluctuations. I've opened up safety bulbs 10 to 16.
I hate
Time
this.
off matching. We've been waiting for an awfully long time. Mummy, Daddy.
Oh no!
No, 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 no.
We're not.
Boys, I gotta tell everybody. Mummy,
I hate this. I hate this now.
A baby farm. Run by babies.
I hate babies. I don't want this. No, no!
They're here. The cave at last. Mummy and Daddy are here.
God, it's a fucking nightmare.
But are we wrong?
What do you mean?
We're not meant to be like this. Did we grow up wrong?
Oh, Mommy.
Well, it's not your fault.
Popsicle. Look at me. Look at me. Nobody grows up wrong.
Yeah.
Is that it doesn't matter where I come from. Because I am absolutely lovely. Aren't I?
Wow. He...
That wasn't rhetorical, Pops.
Yeah.
Do you want to know my secret? There's no one like me in the whole wide universe. No one like me exists. And that's true everyone.
Boy, they really figured out what to do about the timeless child, didn't they?
We have visitors, children. Noses must be blown. Activate nose blow.
I don't want to know.
Blur.
Okay, at least I don't have to see it.
Well done, children. And now, children, back to work. Nappies are changed at 1800 hours.
Oh, can't wait to see that.
Right. So, is you lot, is Nanny and
Nani?
There is no such thing as the bogeyman. That thing was more sort of like a,
Access portal 357.
Yeah, it is just a storage unit. What would I need to go there for?
Oh, for God's sakes. 357, come on.
Okay,
where do you think you're going?
Portal 357.
Nani is clearly a person.
Come in. So, is this what you do, Doctor? I mean, in life, you help. That's like your purpose.
No, I'm just helping babies. Face.
It's not that he has a purpose, it's just that things happen and he does what he does. What did he see? Oh! The ghost of Christmas future? Is that what he saw?
Doctor. It's snowing.
Is it? Oh.
I have been to the ends of time and back, and I have never seen anything like this before.
And what does it mean?
It means you're weird.
I don't know.
It's okay, though. Lots of people are weird.
Oh, I thought my birth was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
Oh.
I said portal 357.
Yep.
Don't just stand there yapping, you pair of idiots. Get inside.
Don't she?
Nanny.
Nani?
The company's actions are upon me. I will
Oh,
be
it's a
on to
company?
intervene
Yeah,
as
this
soon as
makes
possible.
sense. This is Doctor Who.
Hang on. So, the planet down below will refuse to stop the babies being born, but once they're born, they don't look after them.
It's a very strange planet.
Is it Earth?
It's not that strange.
But you stayed behind. Dubai Duplessis is a star-wide organization. It means they can take in lots of refugees.
Oh, well, can't we call them for help?
I don't go fetch refugees.
Nah.
That's the fate of every refugee in the universe.
You have to get there yourself.
Physically have to turn up on someone else's shore.
Thing is, this place is completely mad. But it sort of makes sense. Because you've got babies, you've got a nanny, and you've got a bogeyman. You've literally got a monster living down below.
Under the bed.
It's a children's story. Come to life.
And every story has its hero.
Oh no! Someone's being brave.
I love Ruby. She said there's no such thing as the bogeyman.
No!
Find the naughty dog and tell him off.
That's a very British thing to do, I'll say.
Still no sign of Eric. Get a proper fix. I told you these systems are a crock of waste products.
Mind
Meh.
your language, Nanny.
Okay, Doctor, if we make a ton of noise, then the bogeyman will come for us and leave Eric alone, yes?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
right.
Okay, assuming Eric hasn't been eaten. Kick it!
Touch the real illegitimate person.
Nah.
It's a dead end.
Oh!
Babies to the rescue!
Yay!
Nanny, tell him what to do.
Children will return to the upper levels or have no expletive dinner.
That's funny.
I don't know how it even exists.
And that was 6 years ago. That's the same time the babies were born.
It's a baby. Ow.
Gunk stuff is sealing the whole place off.
It's Nickelodeon slime.
What?
Oh man,
Tell me what it is.
I can't.
Doctor.
Ruby, I have traveled the universe and back.
Oh,
and
don't
seen
tell me.
Many, many things. Nothing. The machine is literal, and the name is Bogeyman.
So,
Oh, babes. Space babes.
He saw it. The nose blowing. The machine was literal, and so it grew the bogeyman out of bogies.
What?
All of this is bogies.
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh.
No. Oh my
Oh.
Whatever happened to anyone talking loud?
Oh, isn't the universe mad?
I just made him trust no.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That is so.
Pokemon.
Run. Oh, God. That was really funny, but I'm about to throw up. Ugh.
There's an airlock.
Oh, jeez.
It is one of the children, Jocelyn. She's got a Sonic. Jocelyn.
Of course he would object. Ugh.
I am the last of the Time Lords.
Aww. He sympathizes.
Days like this, no one else like me exists, and that is true.
Oh, Doctor, you and your two big hearts.
Oxygen field at 7%.
Boy, that oxygen's taking a while.
Oxygen field at
Ugh. Oh.
oxygen field at 3%.
Ugh, all that pressure, though. Punch her!
No, that's what you do, Jocelyn. You save them all.
Oxygen field at 1%.
Ooh. Oh, now he's just a dog.
A zillion metric tons of methane, babies. Space,
Ugh.
babies. But I am gonna let it rip.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. Oh my god.
Oh, set sail for your new home.
What sort of world will that create in space? I'm gonna be honest, this feels like an episode of the Sarah Jane Adventures. Can we have an episode about dogs next?
What? Just travel?
No job. No boss.
Oh my god.
Just fun.
Please, you know what?
Almost die.
Yes, but we lived so much too.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes.
I might take him up on that offer, jeez.
Yes.
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 Oh my god.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Ah, let's go!
Come on in. Follow me.
I mean, if she can stick through that, through awful baby time, then sure.
There is one thing that I can never do, Ruby.
And I'd take you to that church on Ruby Road that Christmas. I think that snow was a warning. I can. And I won't.
Well, it's a pity,
Meh.
because I disagree. And if you let me finish, we are going to go see my mum at Christmas. Right now. Come on.
Hold on. What's that noise?
Oh my god. Oh, for goodness sake, the TARDIS is too tall.
Yes, come in. Tell your mom not to slap me.
Meh. He said too many slaps. There's the snow. Nope, no next time. We don't do next time here. Oh, I already see too much. Back it up 10 seconds. Alright. Boy, it feels weird that we're going to do 2 episodes in one video, but here we are. Here we are. Alright. Now let's all agree never to go back to those babies again. Now, I don't want this to sound like I mean it in a bad way. Because I really enjoyed the Sarah Jane Adventures back in the day. It's a long-ass time ago for me. Long-ass time ago for you guys if you watched it when it aired. But that felt like an episode of the Sarah Jane Adventures. I mean, I don't know. It also felt like a Doctor Who episode, sure. I just don't like babies. I do not like babies. Let's go to a world of talking dogs. Can we do that? I love dogs. Dogs are great. Or cats. Cats are nice. Well, the cats would probably be taking over the universe, but still. That'd be funny, though. Like, what if there was, like, this warrior race of cats? But not, like, cats like they're humanoid. I mean, just cats. That'd be funny. Look. I'm 26. And I'm just not into babies. I don't find babies cute. Do you? Let me know in the comments. And also, if you're around my age and you do, like, that's another thing. Like, it's probably just me, you know? I'm not saying you're weird. I'm probably more weird. Because it's a natural human thing to see a baby and, you know, find it endearing. To find it, you know, to find a child, a young infant. Like, you have this urge to take care of it and to nurture it and to protect it. That's how humans work. But when they went into that room and there were babies everywhere, my first thought is, oh my god, let's get the hell out of here. Now, would I have abandoned those babies there? No, I'm not an inhumane prick, you know? But I just don't want to deal with it, you know? I wouldn't have just been like, well, you know, the government's shutting us down. I guess that's that. I guess we'll just, you know, go. But even like I wouldn't have just left them there if I was in that position, because that's pretty bad, you know? But at the same time, I'm not a baby guy. Look, I'm 26 years old. I do not have a baby. I don't have anyone in my life who has a baby. What I have is a dog. A dog who, as I am recording this, is having surgery on his knee because he blew it out because he's been running for 7 years. And he blew it out like an athlete, so he needs to get a little surgery on his knee. So he's there right now. Can't really stay with him, unfortunately. But I'm a dog guy. I am 100% a dog guy. And it's been a long time since I've had a cat. Like, I was a child when I had a cat. And even when I say I had a cat, it was not my cat. That cat was alive, you know, long before I was born, you know? Like, I was still in elementary school when that cat died, and that cat was nearly 20 years old. Not my cat. I'm still a cat guy more than I am a baby guy, you know? It's just, I don't know. It's I don't know. I don't like it. Am I very fond of this episode? Okay, I am not going to be the biggest fan of this episode, but that is nothing about the episode itself. Let's say that. Because there's nothing wrong with this episode. I'm just not a fan of babies. I don't think babies are cute. I don't think babies make an episode better. In fact, if anything, I think a baby makes an episode worse. So, with that said, it's a good episode, a good first mission for Ruby. I like the moments between her and the Doctor. I thought that was good. I completely forgot when he's, you know, Where he's like, oh, my planet is gone and I'm the last of the Time Lords. Like, oh yeah, the Master. The Master did kill all the Time Lords, didn't he? I love that RTD is taking decisions made in the Chibnall era that a lot of people didn't like, and he is like quadrupling down on them, you know? Now, it's all in service of the Doctor's character, but I like that. And hey, he's the last of the Time Lords again. Now, granted, technically, well, the last thing he heard about the Master was that the Master was trapped in the Toymaker's golden tooth. That was it, you know? He doesn't know what happened to the Master after that. So, as far as he's concerned, yeah, he is the last of the Time Lords. But he's the last of the Time Lords again. Pretty much first time since the 11th Doctor's era? Goodness, that was a while ago, too. Well, I guess that was just over 10 years ago now. So for the first time in about 10 years, the Doctor is the last of the Time Lords again. Gallifrey is gone. The Time Lords are gone. And on top of that, now he has the new added baggage of the Timeless Child. And I like how, again, it's not even a thing of like, oh, who was the Timeless Child? You know, who is the Doctor and stuff like that. It's like, he doesn't know. And he's not going to know. But he just kind of has to accept that now. And I love how much the Doctor now relates to someone who was, you know, abandoned. Someone who was left. Someone who, you know, was adopted even. Like, he relates to Ruby. He relates to those babies. I like that. I even like the moment where, you know, the captain baby is like, you know, oh, did we grow up wrong? And he stops and he's like, no one grows up wrong. You know? It's like, you are wonderful the way you are. And that's good. I like that. Again, great episode. I just don't like babies. That's my problem. That's not the episode's problem. So I like that. I like that moment, you know? I like that moment of the Doctor saying, you know, you didn't grow up wrong. Nobody grows up wrong. You know, everyone is unique. Everyone is, you know, amazing and lovely in their own way, you know? And it's great because me, the cynic, I'm not really cynical about that, about what he's saying. I'm on board with what he's saying. The cynical part of me in the back of my head is like, oh my God, people will be livid about this on like Reddit or something, or some stupid place, or Twitter, you know? So, and it was the same thing, it was the same thing like when we watched the Star Beast, and I just was watching that and I was like, this is like, oh, the solution is because Rose is non-binary, and I was like, oh, hell yes, piss them the fuck off, Russell. Let's go. I just love that. I love that he just goes hog, you know? Like, I like that. But, you know, I've seen, like, you know, little interview clips of him where he's like, you know, Doctor Who is for everyone, you know? Like, he doesn't want to alienate people, but he's trying to say Doctor Who is for everyone, you know? And I like that. I like that. I like how he is approaching the show now, you know? It feels like what he was doing, good Lord, nearly 20 years ago in 2005, except now he just has no restraint, basically. And now sometimes some restraint is good, but in terms of that, go for it. I don't know. So I like that. I like that little moment that the Doctor had with the baby captain. Also, the bogeyman being made out of snot, disgusting but hilarious. Like, I can picture, like I can see my dad like cracking up at that. And if you've watched our classic Doctor Who reactions, I think you can picture it too. But that's just inherently funny, you know, funnier than the fart propulsion. That one, that wasn't that funny. Like, it is kind of clever. Like, oh, that's the backup, basically. that's the thing clogging the pipes is their literal feces. That was kind of funny, but the bogeyman being made of bogies is disgusting yet hilarious, you know? Alright, I'm about to self-report here, because I remember, well, I barely remember, but occasionally my mom will bring this up. When I was a kid, I was a little kid, we're in the car, and I say to my Mom, can you hold something for me? And I'm right behind her in the car. So she puts her hand back, and she's like, sure, what is it? I'm a little kid, like early elementary kid, like probably preschool. I put it in her hand, and I just say, a booger. And she just takes it, and she's just mortified. She can't deal with stuff like that either. She can't deal with that or like throwing up. She had to deal with it. She had to deal with it, but she almost would have thrown up at that scene of, yeah, especially with it in her hair. So that's funny. It's disgusting as all get out, but it was really funny. So I like that at least. So again, I like the episode. I just don't like babies, you know? I just don't like babies, so that's not really a knock against the episode. That's just my own problem, you know? So yeah. And I like how they keep they save the bogeyman. They save the bogeyman, and you know, it's like, oh, he was created just like all the babies were created, you know? So he deserves a chance to live. I like that. I like the Doctor even empathizing with it. You know, it's like, oh, he's the only one of his kind. You know, like, I like that. That was kind of nice. So yeah. So all in all, good. And also there's the stuff of, you know, flashing back to the church and the mother, you know, turning around and pointing like the freaking Ghost of Christmas Future. Maybe that'd be funny if that's actually a thing. Like, if they tie it back around and, you know, Ruby's character basically, like, her story ends at another Christmas special, and you could pull off a sort of Christmas Carol thing, despite the fact that Doctor Who's already done a Christmas Carol, you know, in a Christmas special. But that'd be interesting. And then the whole thing of the snow. What the hell's going on with the snow? So I don't really know what else to say about stuff like that. You know, it's like, well, they'll tell us when they tell us. I'm not really going to be able to theorize about it, but yeah. But still very, very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Oh, boy. Well, I hope this doesn't take too long because it's already noon. I should be eating lunch, but we're going to move on to the next episode, so because I'm a madman, we're just going to do the next episode now, so why don't we just jump right into episode 2? But I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, and we'll put in a little intermission here, so you can go to the bathroom, you know, get a drink, get a sandwich or something, and then we'll come back and we'll do episode 2. So let's get to that.
Put it in context and
Whoa.
Is someone playing a game?
Oh no, did you let the devil in? Ah! Nope. Ah, jeez.
Only Harbinger, that's it.
Harbinger.
Harbinger! Think of him
okay.
as my prelude. And now his song is sung.
Whoop.
Mr. Timothy Drake, you're a genius. Don't be ridiculous. You're the greatest composer who ever lived.
Is he a real person? Should I know who this is?
Would you like me to set them free?
I'd love that, yes. Yes. Music maestro, please!
Oh god. They were being literal about it. Oh. Oh no! They replaced the intro theme. That was clever. Oh boy. This feels pretty big for the second episode.
I want to see the Beatles recording their very first album.
Okay. Woman of taste. I like it.
Amazing!
Oh, right,
Oh, people always say the Titanic! Or Mars, or Bethlehem. Or the Beatles! Why have I never done that?
How many people have told you those places? Actually, he never really asks.
What about my clothes?
Wow.
Good thinking.
Oh god.
Like a
Woo!
sound you hear that lingers in your ear,
Woo!
but you can't forget from sundown.
They got that drip.
1963?
Been a while since he was back there.
It's like the album cover. Oh, I'm having the best.
Hi. Janet said we could take over, so you can have 10 minutes off.
Oh, right. Thank you. Very kind.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
that worked
there's
out.
always a Janet, and everyone wants a cuppa.
Brilliant.
Good job.
Boys, do you want anything?
I'm all right for now. Maybe something stronger later on. What do you think, John?
Now you're talking, Paul, lad.
I just want a good night's sleep.
You keep playing like that, we'll all have a good kid.
Alright.
Don't freak out.
Roll to record. And a 3, 2, 1.
I've got a dog, he's called Fred. My dog is alive, he's not dead. I love my dog, he loves me too. I haven't got a cat, only a dog. My dog, my dog, my dog, my dog. I've got a dog, I love my dog. He's my
Well, they're singing it impressively, but it's not the most deep song I've ever heard. Right. Something's wrong.
Don't mind us.
And roll to record, please.
But just don't mind us.
The music is the highest form of thought. If you take that away, Finland, that never happened.
Uh-oh. Problems.
Music is gone, that means everything is changing. The whole human race is taking a different path.
Okay, so
Is all music gone all the
You take John
time?
Lennon, I'll take Paul McCartney, find out what happened and when it happened.
No one wants to take Ringo or George?
Cups of tea, my darlings. That's half a crown, tar very much.
How much? It's not like the old days, we had waltzes and fandangos and all that.
But waltzes
What?
used to exist. When did they start becoming wrong?
Dunno, way back. 20s, 30s.
Why? What happened?
We started seeing sense. What we're doing here today is the last gasp. I can make a bit of money out of cheap old rhymes so I can settle down and get a proper job. It's embarrassing. Singing.
No, Paul.
I just want to go home. Forget this life. Just have me tea and go to bed with a woman and me own, you know? That's all I want.
I mean, that's not bad, but also music.
And why do I wake up crying?
Oh, John. John looks a little familiar, apart from just being John Lennon.
So far away. And if you put words to it, words right from your heart. I love you so much.
Oh. Ugh. Always watching. Ugh. Jeez. It's terrifying.
Thing is, that music, dance, Must be gone. No one dances anymore. I mean, can you dance without music?
I mean, you can, but you want to? And think about it, Ruby, love songs. There are no more love songs anymore.
Oh my god, there's no more love songs in the whole wide world.
Why would someone called Maestro want to take away music?
I live over there.
You do what?
I live over there.
What do you mean?
Shoreditch. I'm there right now.
Okay, you're gonna have to start again.
Yeah.
Right now, I live in a place called Totter's Lane.
Oh, he's there right now?
1963, I parked the TARDIS in a junkyard, and I live there with my granddaughter Susan.
Oh.
Okay. My granddaughter.
Susan.
Yeah.
Go and have a look, but you know.
Where is she?
I don't know.
How do you not know?
Time Lords were murdered. Genocide rolled across time and space like a great big cellular explosion. Maybe it killed her too.
Oh no.
God.
Susan. It's a nice song, at least. Man, she's so powerful, she created the rest of the orchestra. Ah, dang it. Oh, you pissed someone off. Oh god, they are scary. Oh no! No, not the giggling. Are they related to the toy maker then?
I heard music. And music is mine!
That's an interesting thing. You know, that's a great use of the sonic screwdriver. Mess with sound. Old lady's gonna have a heart attack.
Must be part of the pantheon.
Oh. Is that what the toy makers are part
Oh,
of?
Ruby, there are vast powers beyond the universe.
I told you when we first met, I said the toy maker. And defeating him
Took everything.
Took
It
two
ripped
of
me
you.
in half.
But you survived.
It tore my soul in half. I can't survive that again.
Ah, no more bi-generations for him. Again, this feels really big for episode 2.
The world did not end in 1963. No, but it didn't. Okay, I'm living proof. I was born in 2004, and all my life I've had Beyonce and Sam Fender and strict.
Don't say you were born in 2004. It makes me feel old. Boy, the TARDIS is fast. Oh. Yep. Jiminy Christmas.
I think without music, the human race goes sour.
That's a statement.
Without
The Lord Temporal, who trapped my father and bound him in salt. Yes?
Child of the toy maker.
Oh no.
Normal.
If he was a living game, you are the essence of music itself.
I'm going solo.
How did you enter this world?
Oh. That would be telling, babe.
No! Babes, your father established the rules of fair play. One thing that he would never do is cheat. So I have a right to know.
Ooh.
A genius. A single silly man who found the lost chord.
Oh, okay.
Hariyama!
Okay. I'm assuming the solution is to find Paul McCartney.
We need to find the notes of banishment. Oh, John Lennon's guitar. Let's go get this started.
Yeah, but...
Okay, but don't you need to be a genius? No offense, just a musical genius.
Sometimes genius is just hard work.
Eh. Maybe you need John Lennon.
No, but just wait. Can you hear that?
Oh.
Music.
The soundtrack. Ah!
Can't trick me twice, honey!
Find me! Leave her alone!
Come on, Battle of the Bands.
That's wrong.
What do you mean?
There's a hidden song deep inside our soul!
Ooh.
What is it?
It's Christmas! The whole season is Christmas! The snow.
How could a song have so much power? And power like him?
Like who?
Have you ever heard Carol of the Bells?
Birth. He can't have been there.
Huh? No. Oh my god.
Music battle.
Oh, let's go! Please play Devil Went Down to Georgia. Oh god, they're playing it from behind. Oh! Well, you outplayed. Oh!
I can find the chord to banish you.
Oh! Oh, that wasn't it.
No.
No! Nah, come on. We know what needs to happen.
Harping on.
Come on. Oh! Jeez! John!
Well, you can't do that. We need you.
What for? I'm not good at anything.
Come on, John! Ah!
And then a second, and a third, and fourth, and fifth.
Ah!
You put them together, and it feels like the most holy thing on this earth.
Paul and John. Oh no. Season finale. Woo. Saved by the Beatles. Two of them anyway.
But there is one thing that I should warn you about, Ruby, and this is really very serious. With all my adventures throughout time and space, I have to tell you, there's always a twist at the end.
Thanks.
There's always a twist, there's always a twist, there's always a twist at the end. We got the bomb and the rock and the liquor.
Oh. Good grief.
I always say by the end of the twist, that's one good thing that can't be missed. Have a special little dance that we know what
So many people. Oh, there's the kid. That was a good song. Oh, that was fun. Off we go. That was fun. Ugh. Why is the preview gonna start so quickly, man? Anywho, that was a good one. That was a really good one. I feel like... I mean, okay, it's set up for... Slight setup. Just at the end, it's set up for... whoever... The one who waits. Whoever that is will be at the end of the season, I imagine. But it's interesting that, just episode 2 has such a big villain, like the Maestro, the child of the toy maker, But I like that. I like having that. I will say, because, we all kind of thought that this would sort of keep itself separated from everything. I mean, I don't know. I guess not. Doctor Who always has continuity, except when it doesn't. But still, like, the fact that it is referencing the giggle and stuff is very interesting, because I don't know, it's an interesting thing, like, I don't know, because you expect that this would be such a jumping on point for new fans, that even though the giggle was so recent, like, you almost wouldn't expect you to tie into that. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just talking to my ass. So, I don't know. But it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. The Maestro was a good, fun villain. I will say, I kind of feel bad for George and Ringo. Because George and Ringo were not a part of that, And it's strange, because they had people there playing George and Ringo, but they just never, they never talked to them. George and Ringo just weren't that important. It's all John and Paul, apparently. Which, it's like, look, Paul's still alive, but Ringo's also still alive. And John, I don't know, but what makes the two of them more special than George and Ringo? I don't know. I wonder if Paul got a kick out of that, though. I don't know. Does he even watch Doctor Who? I don't know. I just assume all the British watch Doctor Who. But, I don't know. It's an interesting thing. I also did want to look up. I wonder if they have... Who played John Lennon in this episode? Because he looked kind of familiar. Again, apart from just looking like John Lennon. So... Oh, interesting. So they do bill... they do credit this season as its own season now on IMDb. Well, I hate that, but whatever. Okay, are we also putting The Church on Ruby Road as episode 1, which would make this episode 3? Alright, Chris Mason played John Lennon. Oh, okay. Just immediately, I see where I recognize this guy. He was on Broadchurch. He was in the 3rd season of Broadchurch as Leo Humphreys. Okay, that's why I recognize... he did have a very distinctive face. Apart from just looking like John Lennon, I was like, where have I seen this guy before? Okay, he was on Broadchurch. Okay. That's pretty interesting. They were good. They were good. I like that, it took, it was both of them that figured it out. Like, that was a good moment. Again, though, it's like, because it makes sense, like, oh, if anything's going to be the musical genius that figures this out, like, unless it's Elvis Presley, it's probably the Beatles, It's probably the Beatles. Like, that was a good setup and good payoff. But again, I'm sitting here thinking, what about George and Ringo? Why are George and Ringo not a part of this? I don't know. I mean, George was drums, right? I mean, but still, I don't know. I just find that interesting that George and Ringo were not a part of that scene. It was specifically John and Paul, but it doesn't matter. But the Maestro, part of the Pantheon. You know what I like? I like that now we have these characters where they don't even need to attempt to explain anything. Just, they are the great Pantheon or whatever, a power beyond the logic of the universe itself. I spit a little bit there, sorry. They are just beyond the logic of the universe itself. okay, I can get behind that, you know? Like, it works with the toy maker, it works with the Pantheon, you know, and the Maestro. I like that. That's a really interesting thing. And I like I like how, you know, you almost take something, I don't want to say mundane, but something you wouldn't think is this, like, higher power, this, you know, higher entity, and make that just their whole thing. You know, the toy maker, he is the living embodiment of games. The Maestro is the living embodiment of music. Like, that's just, it's interesting. It's interesting, it's simple, I like it, you know? But yeah, but I like, you know, it kind of reminds me a bit of Q in The Next Generation, where it's like, you know, Q is this literally a godly being. He's omnipotent, he's omnipresent, he is everything, he is nothing. He's also kind of a dick, you know? He's also kind of immature about some things, you know? Or, you know, he's goofy, he'll play games, you know? He'll just materialize on the bridge of the Enterprise with a mariachi band, you know? Like, and I kind of get that, where it's like, you know, it's like, they never really explain the Q, you know? Like, they say there are more of them, there are others of the Q continuum, but they never really explain who they are, what the Q are, how they are, you know? Like, they just don't. But even then, I feel like the toy maker and the Maestro are even different from that, because, like, the Q are essentially just gods. They can just do whatever they want. The Pantheon is so goofy, you know? And I like that. I like that the Pantheon is that goofy, you know? Like, yeah, here's the Maestro. They're, you know, all about music. They're just the living embodiment of music. The toy maker, he's a goofy dude. He's a goofy dude, and he's just all about playing games. Like, I kind of like that, you know? And, again, I will always say it's amazing how they took an episode like the Celestial Toy Maker and they've made it this good, you know? So, I really enjoy that. I like that it's a bit of a, not really a Deus Ex Machina, but just sort of the plot armor of, oh, the Maestro can't steal Ruby's song because there's something wrong there, you know? It all relates back to, you know, the strangeness. You know, Ruby is starting to become kind of Clara, you know? Because that's the thing, it's like, you know, with the companion becoming one of the most important people in the world, sure, that happens, you know, that happens, but at the same time, like, I don't know, otherwise they're just sort of normal people, whereas Clara wasn't necessarily, like, I guess, I mean, that's just the whole thing. Clara, in and of herself, was a paradox, but I'm starting to get that a lot with Ruby, where it's like, you know, she, you know, on the outside, she seems to just be a normal girl, but it's like, oh, there's all these things connecting and stuff, you know. And I'm definitely getting a lot of Clara vibes from what they're doing, and especially the fact that it's every episode now. There has to be some reference to, you know, that Christmas, the church on Ruby Road, you know. There has to be some reference every episode, and I kind of wish you could track that back a bit. You know, it's like, you know, I get having a bit of the reference last episode, and I get having it here just because of how grand the Maestro is. Like, that would just kind of make sense, but I'd like to take a break, basically. Like, we don't have to have every episode be like, remember Ruby's strange, there's something going on with Ruby. Like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I would just like you to tell stories otherwise, you know? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's not even really a complaint. It's just sort of an observation. Like, let's tell a story without the church on Ruby Road coming up. I don't know. Doesn't matter. None of this matters. So, yeah. But yeah, really, really good stuff. Great locations. Again, using the Beatles was really good. There was something I remembered that I was going to mention about last episode, and I can't seem to remember it. I don't know. I like how I'm glad the Doctor brings up Like, oh yeah, I'm just over there in Totter's Lane, you know? It's like, I like that. I was curious if we were maybe going to get like a brief cameo or something, but I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad it was just, you know, that's something out there, you know, that the first Doctor and Susan are out there, you know? So that was good. And then just the whole talk of, you know, he doesn't know what happened to Susan. Like, you know, in terms of like the show, from what we know, pretty much the last thing we've seen is her. Well, I guess the last time we saw her was the 5 Doctors, but, you know, in theory, she's still there after the Dalek invasion of Earth, you know? And so, as far as the show is concerned, that's pretty much where she still is, but they do bring up, and I know there's a lot of, like, audio dramas of, like, Susan during the Time War and stuff, but I like that the Doctor just pretty much just says, like, I have no idea what happened to Susan, you know? I have no idea what happened to Susan. She could be dead. You know, the destruction of the Time Lords multiple times over could have killed her, and I just do not know. And it would be interesting to have sort of a follow-up on that, you know? They could do sort of a follow-up on that. I mean, I'll bring back Carol Ann Ford. That'd be amazing. I would be down for that. I've also watched the first Doctor's era. Not every Doctor Who fan has done that. A lot have, but not everyone has. But that'd be cool. I would love to see that, but I don't know. Yeah, you know the interesting thing? This is actually the least amount of notes I've written for a modern Doctor Who episode. Like, I know that the last few times, you know, for a while now, I would write down so many different things, but because I wrote both episodes back to back, I kept my notes actually pretty limited. I don't know if that means I'm actually running out of things to talk about. I don't know. I enjoyed this episode. It was good. I thought the Maestro was a good villain. It'd be interesting to see them back, but even still, like, we could just, you know, have another member of the Pantheon. I like establishing the Pantheon as this, you know, as this sort of villainous group, even if they're really just almost sort of a force of nature, but seeing, you know, seeing more of them, I like it. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's new. It's different. I like it. And we do have the whole thing of the Maestro's son, who we saw at the beginning, the Harbinger. I don't know. We'll probably have to see more of the Harbinger. It does make you question, like, okay, so this is, you know, the Great Pantheon. Are they all, like, descendants of the Toymaker, or is that just the Maestro and the Harbinger? I don't know. But yeah, good stuff, and I'm curious to see where we're going next time. But that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Doctor Who reactions, all the modern ones, as well as a playlist for a classic Doctor Who reactions if you want to go check those out. That sentence made sense. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.